a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos Garcia is a Spanish professional footballer who plays for and captains both Real Madrid and the Spain national team. Primarily a central defender, he can also play as a right back. After emerging through Sevilla's youth academy, Ramos moved to Madrid in the summer of 2005. Since then, he has gone on to become a mainstay for Real Madrid, where he has won 18 major honors and developed into one of La Liga's top scorers from a defensive position. Those honors include 4 La Liga titles and 3 UEFA Champions League titles. He played a crucial part in the build-up to all 3 UEFA Champions League titles, being named to the UEFA squad of the season each time. He also notably scored the tying goal in the 93rd minute of the 2013-14 final. Internationally, Ramos represented the Spanish national team at 3 World Cups and 3 European Championships. He won the 2010 FIFA World Cup and the UEFA Euro in 2008 and 2012, being named to the FIFA World Cup Dream Team in 2010, and the UEFA Euro team of the tournament in 2012. He made his first appearance at the age of 18 and, in 2013, he became the nation's youngest player to ever reach 100 caps. He is the nation's second most capped player. Ramos is widely regarded as one of the best defenders of his generation. He was named to the FIFPro World 11 8 times, a record for a defender and the 4th most all-time, and to the UEFA Team of the Year 7 times. Also, he has been named La Liga's best defender, a record 4 times, and to the La Liga Team of the Season in 2015-16. Sevilla. Born in Camas, Seville, Andalusia, Ramos began his career at local side Sevilla FC, emerging through the club's youth system alongside Jesus Navas and Antonio Puerta. He made his first team and La Liga debut on the 1st of February 2004, coming on as a 64th-minute substitute for Francisco Gallardo in a 0-1 away loss against Deportivo de La Coruña. In the 2004-05 season, Ramos appeared in 41 games as Sevilla finished 6th and qualified to the UEFA Cup, scoring in home fixtures against Real Sociedad and Real Madrid. In the season's edition of that European tournament, he scored his first continental goal, heading to conclude a 2-0 win over CD Nacional at the Estadio Ramon Sanchez P1 in the first round. 2005-09, record transfer and early struggles. In the summer of 2005, Ramos was purchased by Real Madrid for €27 million, a record for a Spanish teenager. He was the only Spanish player brought in during Florentino Perez's first stint as Real's president. At the club, Ramos was assigned the number 4 shirt, previously worn by Fernando Hierro. On the 6th of December 2005 he netted his first goal for the Merengues, in a 1-2 UEFA Champions League group stage loss at Olympiacos. During his first seasons, Ramos played as centre-back, being also used as an emergency defensive midfielder on occasion. However, with the arrival of Christoph Metzelder and Pepe in the 2007-08 season, he was again relocated to right back. In his first 4 seasons at Real Madrid, Ramos displayed a goal-scoring instinct unusual to many defenders, netting more than 20 goals overall. He also received the first 9 of his 24 red cards for the club, including 4 in his debut season. His first red card came after 2 bookable offences in a 1-0 away loss to RCD Espanyol on the 18th of September 2005. During the 2006-07 season, Ramos scored 5 goals, including 1 in a 3-3 draw with FC Barcelona, as Real Madrid won a record 30th Spanish League Championship. On the 4th of May 2008, he assisted Gonzalo Higuain in the 89th minute against CA Osasuna in an eventual 2-1 away win, the match that sealed the club's 31st league championship. On the final day of the season, he scored twice in a 5-2 home win against already relegated Levante AD, one through a header, and another an individual effort, these goals taking his league tally for the 2007-08 season to 5. On the 24th of August 2008, Ramos scored in the 2008 Supercopa de España second leg against Valencia's making the score 2-1 in an eventual 4-2 and 6-5 aggregate win. The victory came despite Real Madrid playing with only 9 men for a long period of time after Rafael van der Vaart and Ruud van Nistelrooy was sent off. Although Ramos experienced a slight dip in form during the early part of the 2008-09 season, he returned to his best and on the 11th of January 2009, scoring an acrobatic volley in a 3-0 triumph at RCD Mallorca. He continued his scoring run the following week in a 3-1 home win against Osasuna. Ramos was named in both FIFA and UEFA's 2008 Team of the Year, adding the 5th Pro Team of the Year 2007-08 accolade. He also finished 21st in the European Player of the Year nomination for 2008. 2009-15, breakout and team mainstay. At the start of the 2009-10 season, Ramos was appointed as one of Real Madrid's 4 captains, because Pepe had suffered a serious knee injury. During this campaign, Ramos was often deployed as central defender. He scored 4 goals in 33 league matches, and, on the 21st of February 2010 he played his 200th official match for the capital team against Villarreal. Despite these personal highlights, Los Blancos finishing the campaign without picking up any silverware. In Real Madrid's 0-5 loss at FC Barcelona on the 29th of November 2010, Ramos was sent off after kicking Lionel Messi from behind, then pushing Carlos Puyol in the ensuing melee. After this ejection, he equaled Fernando Hierro's previous record of 10 red cards at the club, despite having played in 264 fewer games. On the 20th of April 2011, Ramos started in the season's Copa del Rey final, a 1-0 win against Barcelona in Valencia. In the subsequent victory procession, while celebrating on the top of the club's bus, he accidentally lost hold of the cup, which fell under the wheels of the vehicle. The trophy was dented as a result. On the 12th of July 2011, Ramos extended his contract with Real Madrid until 2017. The following the 25th of April, in the Champions League semi-finals second leg against FC Bayern Munich, he missed his penalty shootout attempt as Real Madrid lost 1-3. The league campaign ended in conquest after a 4-year wait, and he was the player with most balls recovered in his team, 3rd overall. On the 9th of January 2013, Ramos was sent off for a second bookable offence midway through the second half of an eventual 4-0 home win over Celta de Vigo. For the domestic cup, he subsequently received a 4-match suspension, after it was revealed he also insulted referee Miguel Ángel Games. The following month, mere minutes after scoring the second goal at home against Rayo Vallecano and less than 20 minutes into the first half, he received 2 yellow cards within 1 minute in the eventual 2-0 home success, taking his red card tally with Real Madrid alone to 16 and 12 in the league. In late February/early March 2013, due to the absence of Iker Casillas due to injury, Ramos captained Real to back-to-back wins over Barcelona in just 4 days. He netted the 2-1 home winner in the second game, heading home after a corner kick. On the 14th of December 2013, Ramos received a club record 18th red card for Real Madrid in a 2-2 draw at Osasuna, but the suspension was later lifted. His 19th came in a 3-4 home defeat to Barcelona, on the 23rd of March 2014. On the 29th of April 2014, Ramos scored twice from headers in a 4-0 away win against Bayern Munich in the semi-finals of the Champions League, with the tie ending with a 5-0 aggregate score, and Madrid's qualification to the decisive match for the first time in 12 years. On the 24th of May, in the final against Atletico Madrid, he headed home in stoppage time to tie the game 1-1, and his team went on to win 4-1 in extra time to claim their 10th trophy in the competition. He was also chosen by fans as man of the match. Ramos started 2014-15 season on the 12th of August 2014 by playing full 90 minutes in 2-0 success against Sevilla to win first trophy of the season, the UEFA Super Cup. He then played the 2-legged Supercopa de España final against Atletico Madrid with Los Blancos losing 2-1 on aggregate. Ramos scored his first goal of the season on the 31st of August in Week 2 of La Liga, a header in a 4-2 away loss against Real Sociedad. He scored in both the semi-final and the final of the 2014 FIFA Club World Cup in Morocco as Real Madrid won the tournament. and was voted the player of the tournament. 2015 present, captaincy Louisiana undecima and La duodecima. On the 17th of August 2015, Ramos agreed a new 5-year contract with Real Madrid, tying him to the club until 2020. He was also made captain after the transfer of Casillas to FC Porto. On the 20th of December 2015, Ramos captained Madrid to a 10-2 victory over Rayo Vallecano, the club's highest-scoring La Liga victory in 55 years. The following 13th of March, he received his 20th red card for Real Madrid in a 2-1 win over Las Palmas, having earlier scored the game's opening goal with a header from an Isco corner kick. On the 2nd of April, he returned from suspension in 2-1 victory against Barcelona at Camp Nou, where he was again sent off, receiving his 21st red card and 4th in a Clásico fixture. On the 28th of May 2016, Ramos once again scored in a UEFA Champions League final against Atletico Madrid, putting Real ahead in the first half. After a second-half equaliser from Atletico, he then scored a penalty in the shootout which resulted in Real winning 5-3. Thus, he lifted his first UEFA Champions trophy as a captain. He was named man of the match by UEFA after the game. Ramos started in the 2016 UEFA Super Cup, scoring Real Madrid's second goal of the match in the 93rd minute, bringing the game into extra time. Real Madrid were the eventual 3-2 winners, with Ramos being named man of the match. On the 3rd of December 2016, Ramos scored his 4th Clásico goal, an equaliser against Barcelona in a 1-1 draw at the Camp Nou, extending Madrid's unbeaten run to 33 games. 1 week later, he scored another late goal, this time after 92 minutes, to help Madrid claim a 3-2 victory against Deportivo de La Coruña. On the 15th of January 2017, Ramos scored an own goal late in the game against Sevilla which equalized the score at 1-1, and eventually Real Madrid lost the match 2-1 in stoppage time, thus ending their unbeaten streak at 40 matches. A week later, he scored both goals in a 2-1 win over Malaga, registering his 50th goal in La Liga. On the 11th of February 2017, Real Madrid's 3-1 victory against Osasuna marked Ramos' 500th match with the club. On the 12th of March 2017, he scored an 81st-minute winner in a 2-1 home victory over Real Betis to put Los Blancos 2 points ahead of Barcelona at the top of the league. On the 22nd of May 2017, Real Madrid won its 33rd La Liga title with a 2-0 win over Malaga, giving Ramos his 4th league title overall, and first as captain. On the 3rd of June 2017, Ramos became the first man to captain Real Madrid to a League and European Cup double since the 1957-58 season, as the team defeated Juventus in the 2017 UEFA Champions League final. This also made Ramos the first man to captain a team to back-to-back European Cups in the Champions League era. His 10 goals in 2016-17 made it the highest-scoring season of his career. On the 20th of August 2017, in Real Madrid's first game of the 2017-18 La Liga, he received his 23rd career red card. In the same season, on match day 14, he broke that record, seeing his 19th La Liga red. Early international career and 2006 World Cup. In 2004 Ramos became an instant hit for Spain's under-21, for whom he played 6 international matches. On the 26th of March 2005, in a 3-0 friendly win over China in Salamanca, he first appeared for the senior side at only 18 years and 361 days of age, making him the youngest player to play for the national team in the last 55 years. He held this record until the 1st of March 2006, when it was broken by Cesc Fabregas in a friendly match against Côte d'Ivoire. On the 12th of October 2005, Ramos scored his first 2 international goals in a 6-0 away thrashing of San Marino for the 2006 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. He was selected for the final stages in Germany and, after the international retirement of Real Madrid teammate Michel Salgado, became the undisputed first-choice right-back. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?